Hello, welcome back to Glowkeeper. I really wanted to, well, I still do, I want to apologize for the horrendous audio quality last episode. I think my mic kind of experienced some sort of issue and I didn't realize it until like the video ended. I don't know if there's any way to fix the audio because it seems like, it's just like really muffled voice. And like, I don't know, is there any like program, any artificial intelligence maybe that will help uh sharpen things up? I don't think there is. So yeah, I suppose just that episode had to be like that then. Either that or just mute the entire video, but that seems even worse because then you aren't hearing anything at all. But yeah, okay, it's okay. Yeah, audio quality should be fixed now and we should be back. Yeah, alright, so last episode we entered a new area. We also finished the last area. The reason why I didn't try and like re-record episode 5 or at least just skip it and like show you what I did because like that episode had, well, it didn't have that much content in it, but it did have a decent amount of progress. So I didn't want to, just jump through a whole lot of progress without showing you the process of like experiencing it for the first time. But yeah, we did find a very interesting meta-ish puzzle in that. So yeah, already this early into the game and we're already getting like pretty interesting stuff, which means that from now on things are gonna get even worse. And by even worse I mean even better. Yeah, so last episode we spent quite a while on this thing. Um this episode we're trying to get another scroll, and this scroll over here is what is gonna help us. Ready and come back. Scroll stays, okay. So the goal that I want to try and achieve is, I remember pushing these rocks towards the center to match all of these three. And that requires us to push these rocks down. And we're basically essentially trying to push down all 4 of these at once. We have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11. And we push 4 items down? No, I can push them down myself. Right, so if I had access to one of these columns, so for example, if I could do something like this, then yeah, I could push this down myself. But, clearly there's something wrong here. So, what's wrong with this? Well, what's wrong with this is that this air block, the air here can really only push the bottom rock or the dirt, and neither are good. If it pushed the dirt, then like that's clear a problem. If it pushed the rock, the second rock still remains unpushable. Okay, I wonder why there are 11 total areas here. Also, this is like essentially a symmetrical puzzle, so I don't actually need to bother to start from anywhere for this one. Or stuff from either side, they're the same. Or I could start from the center, if that's somehow useful. I don't think it is, really. Because that's not going to help me with traversal, it's going to force me to push things around, and I don't really like that idea. If they all fell vertically onto this rock, it would be good. But that was clearly incorrect. There are like these 2 extra airs here. I can see that pushing an air into this space could be useful. It is actually also not possible to get out from here, so I really do have to clear out a lot of these. So this is the exact same problem as before. Right. So like these 2 rocks, can they ever be pushed? Maybe actually. Huh, okay. So the idea is, let's say interestingly, not like this, the other way around. Let's say this were to happen. Isn't that very interesting? Isn't this push also valid? So technically I can blow a dirt block and that will be fine. Right? Okay, if I can blow a dirt block and it will be fine. But a dirt block... Yeah, no, that's fine. Wait, I feel like we're done. Are we not done with that? So it's these two pushes. This push here, blow the dirt block out, and then push this off. Yeah, and we should be fine. Right? Or is there a traversal issue? Oh yeah, this dirt block is kind of gonna block the way. Huh. Yeah, okay, I don't like that. Maybe not. That's not good at all. This is fine, but... Yeah, no, this is fine. Maybe I want to push this out like that. Ah, no, the dirt block is still going to be in the way. The dirt block is going to be even more in the way now. And I can't swap dirt blocks, can I? No, I cannot swap dirt blocks. Why would I be able to swap dirt blocks? Okay. Okay, so that's a problem. Does that then mean that dirt blocks are now out of the question? Could dirt blocks still be in question here? Really, would I want to push a dirt block? A dirt block can't really be in the column, because then, you know, if it were in the column, it would have to be pushed out one more. And maybe that's not good. I don't know how easy it is to push a dirt block out. So like, it's kind of hard to push a dirt block out. Yeah. To push a dirt block out, you need the dirt block to be here, and then you need an air to be in this column. That's gonna take too many pushes. Although I suppose, like, you know, a move like that maybe could help. I don't know how it could help, but it could. I don't really see it. There's some trickery going on, definitely. And that trickery being... I think it has to be blowing the dirt block. But, you know, I might be wrong about that. Maybe I cannot blow the dirt block. Maybe it is still true that I can't blow the dirt block. Maybe the trickery is swapping rocks somehow. Huh, that could be interesting. So if I got a move like this, can I get up here? I don't think so. But the problem is that, like, if there is rock swapping, how would I swap the rocks? Seems kind of tough to swap the rocks. I mean, yeah, but like this wouldn't change anything. It would even like block us. Swapping rocks doesn't seem very good. These rocks, again, can only be blown off unless the dirt was blown off first. But we already kind of like figured out that the dirts can't be blown off. So like ideally, I want to do something like that, maybe. I don't know. There's 2 more airs. I really feel like those airs are useful. Because if I'm only going to use 9 airs, then there's no reason for them to give me 11. I need to use 11. Whether it's 2 extra airs for buffer pieces, or like 2 extra airs to make longer chains, or 2 extra airs to just, you know... Actually, why would there be 2 extra? Why else would there be 2 extra airs? Interesting question. It could be for longer chains, but why would I want a longer chain? Okay, like if I did this, that swaps out the dirt block for air, meaning something like this would swap air out for dirt, and that is useful because I can get in there now. Oh, okay. So like similarly, this move would swap out air for dirt. There's definitely a problem here. But that is very interesting. This allows me to enter this area with 1 push. Whereas previously I would have needed like, what, 2 pushes? Yeah, I would have needed 2 pushes to be able to climb up. Now I only need one push, and that one push looks like this. Again, symmetrically it doesn't really matter, so it really only depends on what I want to push at all. I guess a push out of a dirt block like this also lets me enter. It barely lets me enter. Can I make this jump? I can also make this jump, but I can't make that jump, can I? No, I don't think I can. But this dirt block is kind of... I don't think that dirt block is good. I don't think it is. Like, this definitely looks like a good first move. I don't know what I can do from there, though. I can do that, like... Yeah, that's somewhat useful, but... Isn't that gonna break things for us? This area is still... This thing is still kind of, like, lost. I don't know if I like that or not. Like, for this push... Maybe I want to push you out first. Wouldn't that still be a problem? Actually, is that a problem? Yeah, that could still be a problem. I can definitely see it still being a problem. This rock is also kind of stuck. Like, it's kind of hard to get both of these rocks out, right? Some pushing is definitely necessary here. This looks like the best move by far. I don't know. I really don't. Can I get rid of this dirt block, or is this dirt block like a legitimate dirt block? What does that even mean at this point? I think it is. Why would I want to be here, by the way? Just to get to the other side, but I can't even get to the other side. So that basically had no use. This move that let me in. Unless there's another way to get to the other side for some reason. I can also get to the other side by simply doing this, and then just, you know, pushing it back, so... Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Unless somehow I want to be on the top. Why would I want to be on the top? No idea. I do still think the swapping rocks idea is kind of cool, though. Swapping rocks. So like maybe the idea is to get this out, swap it over. See, the problem is that like... I want to make this push. Followed by what? This push? Wait, why would I want that push? Why would I wanted this push first? Like the reason why I wanted this push is for this to be possible. That swap is interesting because that lets you survive. Huh. What an interesting move. Okay. And the problem is that like this dirt block is kind of in the way. It's super in the way. And it will always be in the way if I push it out. But isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Like, I mean, yeah, technically speaking. I could do this. If I pushed you down right now, I could use you as a standing block. Maybe that's why I want to be here. Like, I want to be here. So like, if I was somehow able to push you over, that'd be very cool, because then I could get over and then push you from that way, and maybe that's useful somehow. But I can't push you over to the right now. I feel like that would be impossible to do. I don't want to do it first. I definitely don't want to do it first. But then again, I can't do it in any other order either. Right? But that felt quite useful. So like, if I did this first and I did this, then like, oh, what? I did not know you could do that. I thought I'd just be pushed out of the way. You can actually die. That's cool. Good to know. Yeah, but like, what? I wanted this rock on top of that. Is there any way I can pull that off? The only problem with this one is that it doesn't let me cross. Interesting. Do I ever want something like this? I don't know if I want that. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I start with you down here. And then you over. Is that possible? Yeah, I was thinking like if I could, that would only require theoretically 2 air pushes. These 2 I can probably push on the ground, which means that I can use 1 more air push to push another air. Does that sound like an idea? Like an air push like that. Any way to like sort of push air to help me out here. So I want to do like this, and then some way to get you out. But like the problem is that I need this right move on this row. I need this like this horizontal on this row. But like, how can I pull that off? If I'm using 4, if I'm using 4 of these, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Then like the 7, the only way to get, well, one of the ways to get 7 airs. Shit, do I need to get 7 airs to do its thing? Like, I don't want to use the middle column, I think. That's the thing I don't want to do. See, the middle column can't have anything used, but like I can't not use the middle column. I have to use the middle column. Because I need this to exist. I need that to be an air here. Yeah, I need an air to be there. I wonder if I tried hard enough. Can I get... Yeah, that push doesn't work. All the airs would start falling. I call it air, it's probably the wind. It's more of like a wind element, I would say. But no, in this case it's air. I want to do that, but not with this guy. Because like clearly there's something obviously wrong with you being in here. But like otherwise this push... Okay, that might also be a problem, huh? Alright, interesting. What about this? No. What about that? That's interesting. Except that, you know, that's kind of not interesting with this block in the way. Maybe like something cool can happen there though. I'm thinking if I could somehow push a rock into one of these spaces. But like, that's the opposite of what's going on here. I'll do that. I can't do this. Also, if I could... What is it called? Fly sorter, by the way. I'll push you. Can never push you. I don't know if there's any other way to do this. If like for example, this go. Should I already eliminate? I think I should already eliminate this possibility of this guy getting pushed. It's entirely possible though. Or is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe there's something down here that I need to notice that is also doable. Maybe I don't have to enter both of these. But I do have to enter both of these to push them in by at least one each. Otherwise, if we keep pushing this over here, the connection's not going to form. And like, the empty spaces do make it... The empty spaces do make it so that like, you actually can't do anything here. I really do think it's this. I don't think there's any meta-ness going on here. I hope there isn't. Like this this water column kind of proves that you can't bring anything in here because of the water column. Okay. Okay. I mean, like this followed by, you know, two of these moves is interesting. Oh, but that's not what I want. I wanted the other way. I didn't want to drop that. But I am gonna have to drop that eventually. Yeah, that's interesting, but that doesn't help. That's really bad. Ah, jeez. Like, is that good? Is there any reason? Oh, I want... Why? Oh, jeez. But yeah, but like, just means I can't access this area anymore. I can do it again. It creates this kind of interesting little pattern over here. I can put an air block there. I don't know why I would like to do that. I don't think I want to do any of this. Yeah, I don't think I want any of this. I can theoretically do that. That useful? No. It is not useful. What is this all about? Why can that be a thing? Could it be a thing? How could it be a thing? I don't think it can be a thing. I mean, another strategy, I suppose. Question, is there any way to like get you up now? Get you pushed off? Maybe the answer is no, like if I did that. Oof. I mean, okay, if I did this, and then I did... Actually, what? Oh, that? Okay, I mean, yeah, that move lets me enter here and do things. Not very useful things, I guess, but things still, at the very least. Means I can push you, but pushing you is completely useless. You know. Again, I can do the exact same thing here. But like, this kind of doesn't change anything, does it? It's just hard to move one of these guys inside. Like, one way I think you could do it is by doing this. And yeah, in theory, yeah, sure, you can. Ta-da! Ah, this is very close, but not close enough. This move still fails. I just don't want this air here, but like, I kind of pushed it out a long time ago. I don't know if I can avoid that. The reason why I push this air out is just so that I can push this in. Like, it really does seem like one of the important moves is to be able to push the rock towards the middle of this island. But you need two objects for that, and it's like two rocks, therefore. So, you know, one way I could think of you doing it is... Like, one way I could think of you doing it is... this here. Yeah, let's think about it. I can't just have. I cannot just have. Sorry, no, what can I not just have? I don't know. If I want to push this in, there has to be 2 rocks here, but those 2 rocks can't be from this column, meaning there has to be 1 carry over from the other column. If you're assuming no dirt blocks are involved. If that thing is coming from the other column, it can only come to the bottom, I think. If that's the case, it has to be this one, because this one, I mean, either way, that has to be the bottom of these 2 rocks. Meaning this has to be the top of the 2 rocks. What I'm therefore saying is that this has to come down here first, before this is pushed over. But how? Like, this move drops a lot of things, and like, the things it drops are not good. It's like what? Because now how do I push you over? I just cannot. I never can. Why? It's like why I thought like, yeah, this is the next most feasible move, but, you know, what even is a feasible move after this? Also, was this bad? I think this was bad. Yeah, it's like what I did this first. And then, I feel like we're close, but also feel like we're not close at all. Can I balance this on my head? No, I also get squashed by it. Yeah, same thing. Could clearing 3 already help me with this? Like, if I cleared 3, I mean, not really. It wouldn't help me, I guess. I don't want this. I'm probably gonna spend the entire episode on this just because like I desperately want to solve this, but I also desperately want to not use a hint. I don't think I want to use a hint, but like anywhere. Maybe a quick vision would help. Like, what would the last step be? What could the last step be? If there were, if all the grass blocks were still on this island, the last step is probably this set with the bottom being pushed out. That sounds reasonable. But I can't keep doing that, right? I can't do that with the top 2. In particular, that's like a big problem I need to solve. I need to somehow get the top 2 rocks down. And I don't know how I would do that. There are a lot of ways I could do that. For example, if I could somehow push this in, I could use it as a stepping stone to push you out. Although, you know, you would also kind of be trapped because if you were like here and then this grass block were here, how would I get you out? And we get that whole range of problems. I guess another thing is if you had 3 rocks, you could have a grass block here and then this guy could be pushed over. But then you meet the same problem with grass here and then rock here and then that rock will get stuck. Okay. So what does that mean? Can a grass block? No, the grass block can't possibly be blown in, can it? No. Okay. I keep wondering if this move is good. Like, it looks interesting. But like, it's nowhere near interesting enough. Really desperately asking myself why exactly I'm given 11 as opposed to 9 of these things. It could be just so that there is stuff up here I can use to point down at. But would it not be equivalent to doing this? Because this thing would fall. Why do I want... I mean... Yeah, rocks can stand on air. Rocks can stand on anything, honestly. It's kind of magical. But how is that useful for us? That doesn't help. Is that good? No. I can push it myself, like, honestly. So, like, technically it would be better if I did this. Although it really wouldn't. I would say that's very interesting. But that like almost certainly almost just barely doesn't work. Ah, this rock is just super never touched. I'm just okay. Can I really push you out myself, or do I need to blow you out? I think you blow you out. Both of these. If I try to push you out, it requires something to the bottom corner. And that something is going to be blocked by the grass if we assume the grass stays in this column. Right? So I need to blow you out twice. It's like this. Followed by maybe a push. And then another blow. But if I want to keep this, then... I mean, yeah, that's technically also doable. As long as I can push this over. So like this, followed by maybe... If I pushed you out, this push is available. That's interesting. I mean, this push is also available, but that doesn't help this push. And like, you know, I could have started with something like that. But that wouldn't have led me up here. See? So like now technically this is no longer available. So I guess like this would have helped me. Although it doesn't really help me at all. This doesn't help. The only way to get a hole that I can enter to is there. Although technically this is a better hole. This is... Well, I say better because like it's more so optimizing my maximum jump height. But no, that's also not it. This is symmetrical, right? I'm not tripping. This is actually symmetrical. There's no difference if I started from here. I don't suppose the water has anything to do with it. I don't think so. That's so interesting. You know, if I push this over, then we have like excess. Maybe I could like... If air wasn't here... Oh, okay. So what if instead of that it was just this? This lets... I mean, yeah, why would I want that though? I keep losing these guys. Yeah, again, the problem with this falling is that I don't get to get into this area, which means I can't push this block out myself. But I want to do that. I really want to. Like, see, this is so good. Look at this move. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of variations of this move, but like, this move just looks really good. But now you're very stuck. And that reason why is because I put a hole here that I can't get rid of. Although I suppose I can theoretically get rid of that. If I did something like, you know, like that. So if I did this, I can also get rid of this. Huh. That is a better situation. Although that so-called better situation is not yet, like, the best situation. I wonder if I could resolve this. That looks really good, actually. It's a move that clears out this hole and also pushes this rock at the same time. Huh. Also, that squishes me. I definitely don't want to do that. But isn't that really interesting? If only this rock were a bit lower. But I can't really access this rock until this hole is patched. So like, maybe I need to get rid of you first? But then what's the point? If I got rid of you next... Huh. I mean, this leaves 5. Why does it leave 5? I mean, I don't know. Suppose I wanted... Yeah, I need this to have something in here, so I need this to also have something. And something couldn't possibly be... I mean, it could be a rock, but I don't think it could be a rock. This one here, this one here... You need another rock here? Oh, you need another air here. So somehow these are all used in pushing these? I don't think so. Like, this move in particular doesn't do anything but push this rock out. No. What's the idea again? Actually maybe that's fine. Because this push is also fine. Right? If that's the case, then a combination like this gives me a bit more of what I want. What? Does it give me a bit more of what I want? Slightly. Again, I need four airs to have. I need 4 airs here. Like, I need these 4 airs, I think. Which makes it very challenging for me. I don't know if that's good then. I mean, there's 4 airs here, but not the right 4 airs. That's interesting. Why? What? No. See, there's an air here that goes here, then we're losing that piece of air. Gonna have to use that air to push out this way. There's gotta be a lot more air on top. Because I'm gonna lose an air here as well. Like, unless this air helped here. Also, this air is completely useless now. Also, so is that air. I don't want any of this like excess air to like land up here. That's just bad. So like for these top 2 rocks, that's not good. This is such a good thing. I really like that, but like there's no other... Yeah, this move just prevents any push on this row already. Although I can like fix that by doing this first. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, looks like there's some potential there, really. This is losing, I think. Okay. That is slightly not okay. I feel like we've done this before. Problem is that we use 2 of these 3. So like, if you were to be on this row, right, you need that to be something here and something here. Therefore, this has to have something as well. And therefore you need 2 of these to fill up there. Which means what? Can I trick jump here? I don't think I can. I'll try though, I'll try. I don't think it's possible. This looks kind of useless for now. I'll say it feels very useless for now. I'll say it feels rather useless. I mean, it's not, you know. Maybe there's a good reason it's there. Ah. Nope. Why is this bad? I mean, this is so close. The issue is that I still don't have enough to push both of you out. And the current state of things basically requires... I feel like the current state of things requires I need to push one of these out myself. I think. Definitely I need to push one of these out myself. But like, that makes zero sense to me. How would I push one of these out myself? Unless one of these... unless one of these guys just, you know... Go away, go away. I'm pretty ready to take that hint, honestly. Pretty sure try? Let's see if the hint gives us anything. Oh, really? Air there? I've tried that. There's an air there. Okay, what can I do with this air here? Air. Drop. That doesn't help me with anything. Is there any property that this air has? Like, is there any? I don't think there is. Can I push myself, by the way? No, I can't push myself. I can push another air out. Yes. Is there any reason for that? Why would I want that? I don't know. Why would I want that? I wouldn't. Oh, okay, but like, the hint is actually not giving me much else, is it? No, it is literally just an air here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we discovered that this thing could do a lot of stuff for us, but we kind of didn't really figure out exactly what could happen after this. I tended to keep this in place because it's useful. Or maybe it's not. I mean, why would I get rid of that? It helps me get back up here if I ever fell down here. Although to be fair, there's no reason to fall down here. So there's no reason to go down there, meaning clearing this is absolutely fine. I think. I can't push you, can I? No. I forgot if this was ever a thing. I feel like it was, right? We got that to work? I forgot how I got that to work, but like, with a glass or grass block. Why is this here? Why is this air block useful? Yeah, it doesn't help. Like, the next best thing is that, but that is the exact same thing, but like, you know, it's the exact same thing. But why? No, 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 no. What? No. No? Yeah, it helps me do that. Sure. Then what? This move does the exact same thing but with fewer resources, I guess. But that doesn't really help. Is that the next best move? Like, is there anything better than that? Again, I do have a couple options. But those couple options don't really do much for me. That's another move I can make. But I want to clear this guy, don't I? But if I wanted to do that, why? No. This hint was not very useful, I guess. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that hint was not very useful. But yeah, the air here is... It has to just be this. Either, like, is there any reason I should use more? I don't think so. Like, none of the other airs have been very, Let's check something first. Hold on. Ah, Jesus. Can I go in here? I don't think so. I think the block falls first. Right? I think it does. Let's just check. Yeah. Yeah, the grass block falls first. I don't think I can actually do anything there. No, there's no reason it should be. I feel like I'm just really hard stuck on this exact move. Maybe this is wrong. But then, like, how else am I gonna achieve this hint? Which is an air in that position. Air there? That air being there is not very helpful to me. I can't find a good rhyme for that. Where... Like, what can I do from here? I got an air in there. Cool. Now we just have one air there. Like, I guess the reason why I want an air here is so that I can be here. So I can go in. Like, if you see the hint. Yeah, the hint puts an air there. Cool, I have an air here now. But now what? Cool. Ah, why? Is there any reason why that's okay? Actually, what happens if I do this? Yeah, that pushes you out first. If I got rid of... See, there's no way to push you out anymore. It's just, okay, like, at this point in time, is there any way to save you? Is there? I don't see it. If there is one, I don't see it. I don't see any way to get you to do anything. Unless somehow pushing you off is fine. But it doesn't feel fine. I guess it's interesting that, like... Sorry. Oops. Even after this move, that getting the air there is technically possible. I wonder if that's useful at all. Now the reason why I would like that. Sure, why would I like that? Wow, what is that all about? No. Can also do the same thing, but like this rock is now saved, so can do this. Again, what use is this? There is no use. There just isn't. Like this rock is just so unsavable past this point. It never was savable to begin with. So like how what where is this rock coming from? Oh no, where's this rock going to? How do I push this rock out? If there were an air here, how is that rock getting out at all? Maybe air here implies rock here. Does that sound clever? A lot of that just really heavily implies that I don't. I don't what? Oh no. A lot of it just implies that I get the dirt block into this column. I don't want the dirt block here, do I? Is it fine? How in what world would it be fine to have a dirt block here that just falls and blocks the way? There is no third dirt block to like help us. Like get rid of it. There's no like weird interaction where crushing. Yeah, no like crushing of anything, right? I just have to be absolutely sure. Because there could be some missing interaction here that I'm supposed to already have known, which, well, right now it looks like there isn't. I just killed myself. Cool. I forgot what rock and water does. I can swap out water. I can swap out water, but like not for very far. I forgot if this water can help me do anything. But yeah, I can jump pretty high up actually from this water. But it's actually equivalent to just putting a rock here. So like, no. Nothing there. That's one way to get air here. The other way to get here is by pushing you over and swapping with this air. I think we did that. Like, I think we managed to do that. I forgot how we managed to do that. Oh yeah, we used this block. It's like, ta-da, there's an air here now as well. But then, you know, we just get the most problematic situations. One of those situations being that this push is not available. Very frustrating, huh? I can do it twice, wow. Like, really interesting I can make this setup twice. But this setup is clearly not going to work. Yeah, it just never would have worked. So, how in the world is this useful? Why is that a hint for me? What? You're such a problem. Just help me. I can push you out, like, technically, okay, you see this? Interesting. Right? Yeah, kind of. That saves you, but does it save you? Not really. It never will save you. Will it save you? See, a lot of these air combinations just require the middle, and like there's so few middle airs. It's so bad. I can somewhat see this move being eventually useful for us. It doesn't have to be a first move, I guess. It's just that this move probably has to come before. I'm sorry, after this. After this is pushed off, right? Maybe that's useful. Why? I mean, this guy is very stranded afterwards. Yeah, and this guy's just stuck. Like, is it true that air goes out on both of these? Because it's starting to feel like it's not. I can make a line of 4 here to push out on you, but that would need a 5th air. So like that's why I have 2 extra airs maybe. So a line of 5 is available. This air is just. That's interesting. That is interesting. You know what? That. Yeah, these two have to be preserved to be able to push you off. Now, I see now that this is also available, but like, you know, that didn't really help. How close am I? You. So we can sort of think about it as each of these 4 can really only contribute to. Well, what can they contribute to? Individually paired with these, they can contribute to a push in the direction on their side. Otherwise, they have to contribute to a direction on the other side. Right? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't like that. This is maybe okay. Like... No, I need more help with this. Just so... No, I don't get it. Okay, can we like figure out... This hint is meant to give me some insight, right? The idea being that an air here should help me solve the puzzle. Or at least the air here should bring me a considerable amount forward in the puzzle. It shouldn't be just the first step, because like, if this puzzle has some sort of like big insight that I have to figure out, then the hint should give me some idea as to what that insight is. It can't just be the first step. It's never been the first step. So, air here, it doesn't tell us what's on top of the air. What's here. We assume it's a dirt block because we think that the dirt block isn't in this column. So my brain is just desperately trying to tell me, is it possible for the dirt block to be in here? If so, how does that help us? I mean, if so, then you have a rock on top of the air. We can get rid of the air and then the rock becomes a pushable object on the ground. Aha! Then, what about rock here, dirt on top of that? Okay. If that is the case, how many pushes do we need? Let's say this happens. I can get this to happen, which means that, yeah, this push happens, and the reason why I want this to happen is that this push helps push this even further out. which allows this push. And... well, that was only available because I could enter from here. Although, do I need to enter from here? Maybe not. Oh yeah, no, I need to enter from here to push this rock out. That looks really interesting. Okay. I think we're getting closer. I think we're getting closer to that idea now. That looks pretty good, actually. Because now we get rid of another... but we gotta push here. We just need to push you out. Or we need to ignore you. Somehow this should have been outed first, I think. Okay, so push out here. I can put an air here and this lets me get inside. Again, what is that good for? I can't push right here anymore. So I didn't want that. But I did want that. But that's only 5 left, so I can't make more than... oh, okay. Like this push. But I wanted you down here. But then I couldn't get in. See, that's why I thought, like... it'd be very nice to have... I don't know what it'd be very nice to have. Like that? Yeah, but okay, you're still very stuck. Jesus. Oh, okay. So rock, dirt, air, and then maybe like another air here. That is what we need. So at some point I should have pushed this out. And that really could have been done... actually, you know what? Couldn't that have been done at this point? And then another air out here? Ooh, okay. Wait. Yes, okay. So let's do that. Oops. Wait, but this rock is still very stuck, I will say. But like we have some idea... wait. Hold on. Okay. Let's try that again. So here? Do I want that? No. Maybe... I don't like that being there. But I mean, you being here is actually good because you're gonna have to fall down to this point eventually. So it's fine to have an air here, right? Maybe? Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. That's this. Wait, weren't you supposed to be out here? Yeah, I need an air to blow it out already. We're missing a lot of gusts of wind. There had to be a push in this direction, I guess. And that can't be there. Just like rock. Push. Gust. But this rock. What happened to this rock? What? Oh, no. Okay. Wait, but this rock... yeah, we're missing so much. We're missing so many blows. I feel like wait, how did I get to that situation anyway? Rock, dirt, air. Dirt has to fall on 2 rocks, right? So it's like an air here, and then another one blows over like that. I mean, but in this case, it's this way. In this kind I can do this twice. That's interesting. But not interesting enough. That doesn't help. It's like, yeah, I have 2 blows, like this can happen. This thing is still in the way. I guess if the air here wasn't used... then this could happen. I think this might be like the closest we've been. Well, no, because this rock is really stuck up there, but you know, that's kind of close to what we want, maybe. We already made a hole here from you being pushed out. And like, if that's the case, then you can't really be pushed out, can you? Maybe you can. Maybe it's fine if I'm pushed out. How many pushes is there? Isn't that like 5? Or isn't that 4? We are only allowed 3 gusts. 3 gusts. That doesn't help us at all. Like, this is too few gusts. Wait, so like the problem with that move of this being all the way here is it needs 2 gusts. If it's 2 gusts of wind, then we only have 1 gust to do whatever else we need. And since we know that there must be an air in here, that's the last gust of air that we can use. So like, is that idea even practical anymore? Somehow that move is... I'm thinking, another way you could think about this is, if you had a rock beside... Actually, If you had rock here, dirt. What's the problem with this? Right, it's because I pushed out. Okay. That's 2 gusts of wind. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna push you out of the way. 2 gusts of wind. 3rd gust of wind here. So I can already make this push. You're now very stuck. Right. Anyway, I could have gotten rid of that? Or anyway, I could have helped resolve that? That didn't help. This block kind of needs to be out of the way as well. I feel like we kind of had that exact... Oh. Not having it. I'm not seeing it. I mean, the cool thing about a gust of air being in here is that it allows things to go underneath it. I'm not sure if that's the idea we're looking for. That things can go underneath this dirt block. Which makes it so that, like, now I can push a rock through. Maybe that's the kind of idea I want. But, like, that's kind of hard to use as an idea, honestly. It's like, if I tried to do that, all of the top becomes inaccessible. So the top has to kind of fall first. And if the top falls first, then it gets very hard for the... You know, it's kind of very hard for this to like be useful next. I just lost another one of these guys, huh? I like this so much, but I also don't like it at all. Oh, interesting move there. That interesting move doesn't help us at all. Yeah. these airs are such a problem. Like, if there were an air underneath here, that would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? Oh. Yeah, that would be interesting. But that still wouldn't save anything. Like, yeah, I could get another one in now. Well, like, this air is still broken. Oh, not air, but this thing is still broken. Yeah. I mean, it's closer. It's very close, actually. But we're missing something. We're missing one more gust of wind, and like, I just cannot get this second gust of wind to work out. Like, another idea that I was kind of toying around with is maybe like double pushing. Could a push be used in... Okay, could a push give me two different utilities? Oops. Could a push give me two different utilities? Like, could a push both get rid of air and also put a rock in its place? Could air do that? I don't think it can. Like, if I did want to do that... That would be kind of interesting, actually. The idea is I want rock with a third rock here. Like, that's hard on its own. Like, I feel like that's just not possible for some weird reason. But maybe it is. I don't know how this air being here ties to that, but it seems useful. Ah, jeez. Like, if we get this in another configuration, that'll be very nice. But while the configuration works here, nothing really. That's so interesting. I mean, like, I think another idea is that I can kind of like actually drop an earth block. I can drop an earth block once I've pushed this in the right spot. But that doesn't help us, right? I mean, pushing an earth block technically helps, but if it takes a whole gust of wind to do that, I'm scared of using that. Although I feel like that's interesting. That's fairly interesting of an idea. You know, like the idea being this. And then what? This. And then once this hole is cleared. I mean, I just did what I just did, like just now. I can put a hole in here now. Hooray! That does something, maybe. What does that do? There's a grand total of nothing, I think. So like, yeah, this prevents me from falling in. Oops. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? That works. Could I use that? Huh. I could use it as like a last step, couldn't I? I could just do this and I could leave from the other side, right? Ooh. That's very interesting. Okay, new information obtained. That's allowed. What a statement. That's allowed. Yes, yes it is. I suppose I still don't want to do that, do I? Yeah, I mean that's allowed, but like how allowed? How useful is that? If this rock is, if this earth is still here, I feel like one of the earths. Okay, so if one of the earths can stay, let's just say that happens. I presume that then that perhaps means that this is available. If that's available, then oh, I don't like that. I feel like we should need a second. Okay. I feel like maybe that's okay. But interestingly, this does not let you be pushed out. I find it very interesting that that's the case. Hmm. I want you to be pushed out as well. Like how easy is that to accomplish? Like okay, say I did it in an interesting manner. So say I did. I want to check. Okay, I don't want to do that first. I want to do this first. Okay, let's just say I do that first. What? No. Let's say I do this first. Then that. And I do this. Push you in. Is this actually winnable? I don't think it is. I think this one actually doesn't work to let me in. Yeah, no, it has to be too high. I think. Ooh, okay. Too high, huh? That assuming it has to be on top. I still have to get the two rocks down here first. But I guess the interesting thing about this is that like stuff like this is still valid-ish. I say valid, I don't really think it's valid. Like it seems interesting. Right? But that leaves very little for us. I mean, okay, look, this is available. Actually, what does that? That doesn't help us. It might help us. This rock is still very stuck. But I'm thinking that this is useful in some way. Yeah. Because if this rock wasn't, you know, dead, that would be quite nice. I thought we've tried that already though. If this rock had fallen down here, maybe that's fine. Not really. Okay, no, I'm just grappling again. Nope, no idea how this would work. There must be some reason this is useful. I'm wondering what that reason could be. Because if it's there for like a rock to swap through it, right? The next thing would happen was this would fall. Because you know, if you swap outwards, there's nothing here anymore, and then like a rock being a ground being here is pointless. It might as well just have stayed there. Oh, is this kind of closer? This might be a bit closer. Oh, what is this? Look at that. So what even happened here? What? So like, okay, this move happens to leave a hole here, but also push this out. And also lift you up, so I could push this over. Wow, that is so many things at once. Okay, but like, you know, that means I can clear you, I can do this. I can do that, right? What? Wait, am I stuck? That might be another problem. Oh no, there isn't any problem because I can enter from here. Okay. Oh. Oh jeez, look at this. Oh, that is definitely something. Alright. Well, yeah, there you go, I guess. Oh, that is such an interaction. Wow, okay. Yeah, but, that was a puzzle, I guess. Even with the hint, it was a big... Wow, okay. That is really insane. Jeez. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess we have it. There you go. That is another scroll collected, and definitely one I deserve to have collected. Jeez, that took me a while. Meaning what, next episode we'll keep moving on? I think we will keep moving on. So yeah, until next time. I'm gonna stay in this room, remind myself of the insane amount of trouble I went through to get this scroll. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.